Welcome Honorable. Glad you joined this video. Today we read Bible, or I read Bible for you, and this is Ezekiel 5 today. Glad you have joined. First and foremost, I give thanks to His Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I. Also, Empress Menen I, Haile Selassie I, Jah Rastafari. I'm Honorable Prophet Noah, and this is a short Bible reading, reasoning, and give thanks for joining. Enjoy. Ezekiel chapter 5. And thou, son of man, take thee a sharp knife, take thee a barber's razor, and cause it to pass upon thy head, and upon thy beard. Then take thee balances to weigh, and divide the hair. Thou shalt burn with fire a third part in the midst of the city, when the days of the siege are fulfilled. And thou shalt take a third part, and smite it about it with a knife, and a third part thou shalt scatter in the wind. I will draw out a sword after them. Thou shalt also take thereof a few in number, and bind them in thy skirts. Then take of them again, and cast them into the midst of the fire, and burn them in the fire. For thereof shall a fire come forth into all the house of Israel. Thus said the Lord God, this is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are round about her. And she hath changed my judgments into wickedness more than the nations, and my statutes more than the countries that are round about her. For they have refused my judgments and my statutes, they have not walked in them. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, because ye multiplied more than the nations that are round about you, and have not walked in my statutes, neither have kept my judgments, neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, behold, I, even I, am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee, in the sight of the nations. And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like. Again, verse 9. And I will do in thee that which I have not done, and whereunto I will not do any more the like, because of all thine abominations. Therefore Therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers, and I will execute judgments in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord God, surely, because thou hast defiled my sanctuary with all thy detestable things, and with all thine abominations, therefore will I also diminish thee, neither shall mine eye spare, neither will I have any pity. A third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them. Thus shall mine anger be accomplished, and I will cause my fury to rest upon them, and I will be comforted, and they shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it in my zeal. When I have accomplished my fury in them, moreover I will make thee waste, and a reproach among the nations that are round about thee, in the sight of all that pass by. So it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee, in anger, and in fury, and in furious rebukes. I, the Lord, have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your stuff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall berave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. Yeah, interesting. What do you think about this chapter? Write comments. Anything you can write. If it's not about the chapter, it's okay. Anything, Bible stuff, whatever, greetings, you can write it. So, hope you liked it, enjoyed it, and this I hold a small moment to sip a little water. So, like and subscribe the channel if you like these Bible reasonings. I'm Honorable Prophet Noah, and this is where we can chill and cool out and reason about the Bible. So write in the comments whatever it is, put it there. So Ezekiel 5, judgment is in the sight, and it is that when we start to really know ourselves in this life, we start to see that yes, I have different kind of acting, and some of it is judgmental, which I would say negative, or something that is decreasing your life or others. So we want to know ourselves not from the mind but from the heart, and devote ourselves to our heart and have a discipline for keeping ourselves so we can change the energy, and from the old to the new standard, rise to every day like it's a fresh new start, and be thankful. When you face your own kind of judgments, there is where you can grow, and this is an opportunity at the hand. For example, if you suffer some mental state, like severe mental state where you can be very depressed, you have a depressed state, and there you can see that afterwards, when you start to heal yourself from it and start to activate yourself and start to move outside and go to the light and walk in the forest and receive the nature and drop the mind, all the negative from the mind, and just observe and start to make good food and make sure that you go early in bed and take care of yourself and these things. And if you're caught in a job that takes all your energy and is not giving yourself anything, it's calling for a change, usually these kind of depressions and things. So just observing what is the feed in the mind, and what kinds of emotions come, and how the mood is there. You're interested to feed yourself, nurture, and that sort of thing, and then you see the mind bringing the judgments about yourself, doing to yourself negative things, and there you see why you got into the place of being a depressed person for a while. And this simply means nothing, but just it is significant in the sense of where I progress now, is that I want to progress out of these states that limit. That is the significant part, but not to get thinking that I'm depressed and whatever, because that is some kind of a direction. If you give yourself I am something, well, you can see it in your life. I'm sick, may bring more sickness and such. So manifesting powers, for example, this depression is very this state is, very inactive. So you gotta activate your voice and your movement. So this is, for example, where you can meet your own judgments, and so realize what it is in a personal level that we might do wrong to ourselves, and then put it out somewhere, and that is an own level of judgment. But we're not there to blame ourselves or judge others. We're just here to make it right. So we don't have to go too deep to see that many chapters are very good that open conversations, many directions, and yeah, we can go to the depth, but I like to just open with a reading and then see what comes to the surface, and I pick what is good to the viewers. Beloved, give thanks for joining, and you can subscribe and like if you haven't. So I just pick up the book for a bit again, and let's see if there's something that I want to bring up again. It just tells, if you go to the wrong way, you will reach a hell of a judgment. So you better be aware where you're going. And so really, to be successful in life, you want to stop looking to the mind and start doing to the good. If you're suffering, if you're suffering in your mind and your life, stop looking at your mind as a solution. Start saying that I got this. I do the good. I see the right. I don't look to the wrong in the situations life situations, whatever they are. Oh, there's negativity. Don't point. Say, allow the space. Allow the space to be, and you will see something good out of it. And you see the good. Keep that always as your aim. And that this will be your salvation too. Because if you look to the wrong, we will go to the wrong. Eventually there is so much suffering, and sometimes suffering is, spread out, and these times have shown that there is, nature is speaking in its own way, so we have to really make change, and it starts from yourself, and don't wait on others, so you can get out of that mental hell or whatever position you're in. But the judgment is rough if you don't do anything about it. So aware of yourself is a key to get out of the suffering mind. Just be aware that mind is, and you're not mind. You see the mind, that's it. As your answer is silence, you can see that the mind is not bothering you when it comes, your answer is silence. You're silent about the negative, and you go for it where you are going. And then you can give encouraging words after and show who you really are. You're not your mind, you're your voice, your spirit. Let it come out, especially if you're a depressed person. And this depressed person is already wrong to say because it's a state, it's not a person. No person is depressed. Person is in a state. Okay, so precise with the word, using the silence, detaching from the mind. All this is salvation, and freedom will come. Know yourselves in this time. Know who are you with, where you're with, or where you are, and where you're going. I think this is all for this time. And do drop comments there, how many you like, and let's see what the future brings. So enjoy your day, and let's come again. Give thanks. I'm Honorable Prophet Noah, and this was enjoyable. Give thanks. See you again.